Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for being with me on this journey. I am Diana Popa, business coach, and today my special guest is Yvonne. Yvonne has been an energy healer for over 10 years with a focus on shadow work, systemic constellations, visualization techniques, regression, energy clearing, chakra merging, and Merkaba meditation. She's a mindset coach and Ho'oponopono practitioner on the Korch method. Her superpower is to spot the blind spots of her clients instantly. Her programs are also based on her knowledge and professional experience of 20 years in marketing, so people get the whole deal for their businesses. Welcome, Yvonne. Thank you so much for being today with me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
It is an honor, and I am really looking forward to hearing more from you about your topics. And I would like to ask you the first question, if you can tell us more about your story and how you started on this path of helping other people with their shadow work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for this super question, because, every woman has her own story, and everyone has a point in their life where you say enough is enough. And the point where you say, I need to change something in my life. Yeah. And this point for me was like almost 11 years ago, when I really did hit rock bottom in my work life, in my whole life. Yeah, it was totally out of balance, and I felt the need to make a profound change. And through a friend of mine, I found energetic healing methods, and I discovered that there is so much more between heaven and earth that would help us to make ourselves feel better, let our soul speak, and transfer our full potential into this world, because especially women have a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of limiting programs that were installed into them through generations, over hundreds and hundreds of years. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, because there are so many wonderful women out there who probably will feel the same need to change something profoundly in their life, like I did feel years ago. And and that's all my driving, to show women a better way for themselves, to open up, to open their hearts, to listen to their souls, to their higher guidance, and to bring into this world what they were supposed to bring into this world when they were transformed into this world here. So that's basically my vision and my mission.
Thank you, Yvonne. Can you tell us more about what happened 11 years ago and what you went through that triggered this need for make this big change?
11 years ago, I was like 5 or 6 years already divorced, and I had a very unsteady life, and I did work a lot, like 80, 90 hours a week, because, in marketing, it's like, especially if you work for companies that are doing a lot of events and are, a full service companies, then you work a lot. In marketing, you tend to overwork yourself because you're so much into it and you love it so much, and you want to give it all your best. And I was exhausted. I was totally exhausted, and there was actually really no balance. I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't eat healthy. I did smoke a lot. I was like on 2 packets of cigarettes a day. I was on 10 to 20 coffees, depending on how much stress I had. And I did drink energy drinks, and I didn't sleep for 3 days in a row. So that was my whole life. And one day I said, it's enough. I can't do that anymore. It's not my calling. I don't feel it anymore. And I wanted to discover what was behind this self-destructive behaviors that I had. And on top of it all, I didn't have enough money. So I did work my butt off and I didn't really enjoy my life. Plus, I did not have enough money to say, okay, at least I'm doing it for the money, you know what I mean? And money is freedom. Money allows you to bring into the world what you want to bring into the world, to indulge yourself, to be good to yourself, to be good to your loved ones. And if you're leading an unsteady life and exhaust yourself, plus you don't have enough money, then that can lead you to a total breakdown. And that's what happened to me, a total breakdown.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I can relate to that. And I think that our audience can also relate to that, even if it's not necessarily the career, but at some point we say that it's enough. I don't want to suffer anymore. I went through a lot of pain and it is time to make that change. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I would like to ask you, because you have many techniques that people are not necessarily aware of. Like, for example, if I take the Ho'oponopono, if you can tell us more what it means, and maybe the Merkaba meditation.
Yeah, so the Ho'oponopono ritual is a very old ritual that comes from a Polynesian tribe and is mainly used in Hawaii. And I was interested in how I can get rid of energies that are not mine, because we are all energy and we leave an energetic trail wherever we are. So if you sit in a public transport, you leave your energy there. If you are in a car, you leave your energy. If you are in a restaurant, you leave traces of your energy. So everywhere you go, you leave a trace of your energy. And sometimes people have a lot of negative energies and they leave it behind. And the next person that follows and sits down on the seat may catch this energy and suddenly feels funny and they don't know why. Yeah. So I was looking for a ritual that helps me to get rid of such funny energies, or to cleanse a room before I enter the room from all that funny energy. Yeah. So I started an online course. So I participated there and learned this technique, and now I'm sharing it with my clients.
That's amazing. Can you tell us more about what this technique is, or what it does for your clients?
It's simply a cleansing technique. It's very easy. It's a technique that you can really apply very fast. You don't need any supplies for it. It's just some words that you say and that you feel to cleanse the room, to cleanse your energy, to cleanse whatever you feel need cleansing at the moment.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And about the Merkaba meditation?
Yeah, Merkaba meditation, this is a little bit more complex. There I had to undergo a training of, I think it was several months. Yeah. And it basically starts in the 4 cells that you are made of, and expands into a transmutant super energy that you can always activate if you know how to activate it. And it's kind of a magnetic field that you start to put around you in the it's very complex. Yeah. So we all have a magnetic field. Yeah. But sometimes this magnetic field is out of balance as well. So what you do with the Merkaba is you go into a kind of meditation. Yeah. And you start repairing this magnetic field around you. And you start turning this magnetic field around your body in light speed. Yeah, to start to attract what you are manifesting with your thoughts. Yeah, But it can be a little tricky, because if you move the Merkaba too fast, you get invisible for people. If you move it too slow, you don't attract. So you always have to know which is the right speed for your Merkaba, for what you intend to do with it. Yeah? So if you want to be seen in the world, you need to turn it at a special light speed. And I teach how to know what is the right speed for you, and I teach how to activate it.
That's fascinating. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I have to admit that I am not so much into all these abstract things, that I understand the energy level and that we all interact with each other. I don't know what else is happening around me. I can only see that whenever I am in a positive energy and whenever I am confident and I trust myself, things happen to me. And I attract positive things. Then I don't know how this works and what's happening around, but definitely it works. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I would like to ask you, because I know that you are also working with your clients to help them attract more money and more resources in their life, because you mentioned that money means freedom. Can you tell us a few techniques that we could apply? You mentioned, I think, the visualization techniques, and how do they work? How can we apply them in our daily lives?
Well, what I did not understand for a very, very long time is that it's not only the visualization that you need for yourself. So you need to be very, very clear about what you want to attract. Yeah. So really into the most specific details. Yeah. And then you visualize it and make a picture, or you find a picture online. But then you have to feel it. Then you have to put an emotion to this picture that you want to bring into your life, that really goes into every cell of your body. It really needs to fill your whole body, because visualization without emotion, without a higher emotion, that is, doesn't get you anywhere. Because if you look at a picture and the picture doesn't do anything emotionally for you, then it's nothing. So, plus you have to add a higher emotion. What do I mean by higher emotion? Higher emotion means gratefulness, love, excitement. Yeah, all those emotions that make you feel good. Never, never, never visualize your goal with a bad emotion inside of you, because then it will automatically backfire and it will not work. So always go into your visualization with a higher emotion.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. And is there anything else we could apply in order to attract more money maybe, but other people want more love, or they want more connection with other people? Is there something else we could apply?
Focus. Only focus. Focus only on the things that you want to attract. And you can make a very easy example. You can focus for a day on all the bad things in your life, and you will see that you will attract a lot of bad things. Your day will not be nice. Your day will be really, really awful. And then you can start the next day thinking about love, thinking about nice people, thinking of how good you feel, and you will immediately feel and see the change. You will meet super nice people, you will laugh a lot, you will have some surprises, some gifts probably, and so just think about it and just play with it. Yeah, just play with it and then see what works for you.
I love that. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I see behind you that you have walked the talk, and
sure.
That's very wise. And I believe that this is really something I truly believe in, that we cannot teach others something that we don't apply ourselves. So I imagine that you are applying everything you are explaining to us. Can you tell us how this impacted your life once you started to actually apply all of these techniques and really vibrate at a higher level?
Yeah. For me, it took a long time to cleanse my whole body, my whole mind from all the negative and limiting beliefs that were given and passed on to me and which I acquired myself. And but when everything kicked in and found its place, everything started to turn out perfectly for me. I'm now married to a wonderful guy for almost 4 years ago now, and we just moved to an apartment that, let's talk about money. The apartment is now costing me as much as I earned a month some years ago. Yeah, so it really, really helped me to prosper. Yeah, to prosper in every way. Yeah, if I look to my circle of friends, if I look to my health, if I look to my body, if I look to my relationship, everything did start to prosper. Yeah, and it started to change. I totally turned around my life. I eat healthy. I'm vegetarian now. I don't smoke anymore. I drink alcohol once a month. In earlier times, I used to drink a lot more alcohol. You know, everything started to turn out very healthy, but still very funny, because people think if you lead a healthy life, it's boring. No, it isn't. It's very funny, and it's wonderful. You enjoy every second much more than you did before. Yeah, so my life is now almost complete, and I will strive to be more, be bigger, be better, and be even more wonderful than I was the day before.
I love that. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And indeed, I believe that we are on a growing path. And once we start discovering ourselves and really be on this personal development growth, we never stop. It's like, I remember at some point when I started my own growth, I had this moment when I realized that it's never enough. It's like, I love discovering what's happening inside myself, and there are always challenges, and I always overcome them, and I grow even more. And I started to love that. Instead of being afraid of it, I started to like it. Thank you for being with me today. I would like to ask you one last question about, if you can tell us more about what are the most often blind spots that you have seen with your clients, because you mentioned that you are helping them identify them and see them. Is there something that keeps coming up?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for having me. And it's a real pleasure to doing this interview with you. And I love the question, because a lot of women do have the point or the limiting belief, I'm not good enough. Yeah, so it was instilled to these women throughout their whole life, and it started in the womb already. Yeah, and if you always think you're not good enough, then you would also think, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve this happiness. I don't deserve this rich husband, or I don't deserve the money that I'm earning, and so on and so forth. So the most common thing is, I'm not good enough. And then also follows, I don't love myself. Yeah, so most women don't know how to love themselves, to accept them how they are, with a little bit too much body weight, with a little bit a longer nose, or bigger, smaller eyes, or they don't like the color of the hair, whatever it is. A lot of programs have been installed into women, and I'm not good enough, and I'm not loved, or I don't love myself are the most common limiting beliefs that we have. But that's just the surface, then we go deeper.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. And I know that I had it as well. And I wouldn't say that I overcame it entirely. I believe that this is a work in progress my entire life. And there is always something coming. And it's like this pattern, you know, that we think that we overcame it, and then something comes to test it. Did you really learn out of it? Did you really overcome it? Thank you once again. And I would like to close our interview today by asking you, who are you serving and how can people contact you?
Mm-hmm. So I focus on women who are coaches, solopreneurs like me. And I don't care about the age, because you can never start early enough, or there's no right age to start. Yeah. So whenever you feel that you have the need for a personal change, that's when you would come to me. Yeah. That's when you would like to better yourself emotionally, physically, money-wise. Yeah. That's when you come to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And how can people contact you?
Either you write me an email on Yvonne at YvonneIrisheil.com, or you check me up on Facebook or on Instagram. That would be the easiest way.
Thank you so much, Yvonne, once again. Thank you for being with me on this journey.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
And for those of you listening to us, stay connected because there is so much more to come.